Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Zamora and I'm here on my 4th session with Dr. Berman where we're doing EmSculpt. I'm super excited because it's something that I had never really tried before and I had seen my friends do it. So I'm like, okay, this kind of looks legit. Let me try it out for myself because I like to sometimes find out if something's a gimmick or if it's like really, really bomb. So even after my first session, like I was kind of floored because it wasn't like this weird gimmick of like, oh, you think you're gonna look skinny or you're gonna like do this and that. Like, no, it works out your core, you feel the workout. It's not the easiest thing because it's truly a workout for your stomach.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, like it was a workout. That was a workout, wow. Like, I'm kind of excited for session number 4, my final one, to kind of get that perfect wash forward 6-pack abs.
In order for it to get the most effect, you have to do 2 treatments a week over 2 weeks. This is your 4th and final treatment, yay. And we follow you throughout. Just looking at you sitting there, I can see,
Yes.
you know, that you're ripped and
Well, that was
strong.
one of my things. I was like, when I sit, I want almost my stomach to be fit. Even as I'm sitting, and I don't want to have to be like,
Sucking
oh wait,
it
let me
in,
suck
yeah.
it in. And as somebody who's had liposuction on my stomach, I realized that's not enough.
Yeah.
So then I started to work out and I'm like, you know what, that's still not enough. I don't have the genetics to have that natural 6-pack
Yeah.
ab. We all want a 6-pack ab, but not all of us have the privilege of being home and working out all the time. Some of us have to go to work. Some of us have to like manage a family, manage a business, manage life. So on top of wanting to look great, you're like, oh, that's not always my top priority. Like some of these trainers who their priority is their body. For some of us, it's like, it's my job, it's my family, it's my business, it's like all these things. So
even if you're working out every day, you might never be able to achieve that or having to push yourself beyond to the point where you can get injured. So since this is his 4th and final one, you can see I've gone right up to 33%. He's not batting an eye. And that now he can talk in the middle of it. The first time he was like, I'm gonna die.
So one of my favorite things about Msculpt is, and why I'm gonna do a second round of Msculpt on a different body part, is because I realized that like it cuts down a lot of the workout time because I work out with a professional trainer and I'm like, okay, like I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to training. And what I realized that we did in 6 months for my core and abs, I realized that I was able to do in like 4 sessions with Msculpt. And as somebody who works out pretty regularly, even in my first session, I was like, oh my God, like this is a workout. It had to be something I had to get used to.
Oh, wow.
And now, honestly, by my 3rd session last week, I was able to kind of like just be really chill about it. It wasn't as intense. And I think it was because I was able to get used to the machine. And to a lot of people who aren't able to work out as regularly as I can, this is like a faster way to get those workout results. So if this is something that you're like, I'm trying to get it quickly and as quickly as possible, then Msculpt is probably the best for you.
Zoom in on what, this is his trademark. This is his specialty is
I don't have brows.
brows. Because did you pluck them all as a young
just
guy?
genetically. I just
Really?
don't have brows, yeah. I have a good head of hair,
You have good hair.
but like no brows. Imagine like a pomade. So it's in a little jar and it's kind of like a product that can, with heat, becomes like more liquidy.
Yeah.
And then once it dries off on your face, it like gets stuck to basically the skin. And then you just put like a clear brow gel over it and it doesn't move all day.
Wow.
One of the things that I say a lot is hi everyone. Hi everyone, I'm Gabriel Zamora, which seems something so basic, but it's been part of my like branding. So for some reason, like the majority of my audience just every time they're like, oh my God, every time I say hi everyone, I think of you. Because that's how I like to start my videos.
What would you say, or do you have advice for people that struggle with self-esteem or that don't feel good about themselves or how they look?
With that, I always say you have to work on your inner self first because confidence isn't something you can go and purchase, but it is definitely something you can trick yourself into believing.
All right, so let's stand up. What do you see today? I'm seeing here, you're totally flat.
Totally flat, even from the side.
So
there's so much definition right here. Wow. I have abs.
you have abs. I'm proud of my work, my sculpting, and you.
Yay.
Perfect specimen, good response. Are you happy with it?
Yes, I'm so happy. It goes to show that you don't have to be
super fit or anything, regardless of where your body is, you're gonna get those results. And even if you think you're skinny and you're like the perfect, you don't need it. Look at me, somebody who is very slim and skinny, who works out, and I got even better results from doing Msculpt. When I sit, I don't get like this bunching up anymore, or like my stomach is like out like that.
And when you went to work out after the first, second, now third, fourth, did you notice that you were stronger? And
yes. So I was even nervous because I've gone to work out after the session, and I'm like, oh, like let's not do core, and they're like, well, let's try it. And I realized, my trainer was like, wait, I thought you didn't want to do core, you're doing it fine. And I'm like, oh, I don't know why I thought it was gonna be sore and I wasn't gonna be able to do anything. You're back to normal, and if anything, you're able to last longer on core stuff. Like planks, a minute, I'm like, oh my God. But I did a minute so easily now.
Isn't that awesome? I noticed that too, the planks. I'm so
Dr.
glad.
Berman.
I love your talk too.
Yes. And remember, if you tell her Gabriel sent you, she'll give you 20% off. Right, Dr. Berman?
Right, for you.